Hey, this is the Nursing Dose with Farah. Welcome. If you're watching live, thank you for joining me. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining me as well. And drop any comments or questions that you guys have about the job search process or about interviews if you are a new nurse. Okay. Today, I want to talk to you guys about um, basically the application process, right? Let's say you're a new nurse, because I talk to a lot of new nurses on a daily basis, and many nurses are stuck in current roles that they hate. Literally, they are miserable and they are not happy, but they just took the role just to take something out of school, right? So, this could be you watching right now. You may be thinking, oh my goodness, I took this long term care or this nursing home position or post acute care position and I don't like it. I'm miserable. And now you feel stuck. You feel that you have to wait a year until you can start applying for another job. I don't know why they're telling you this, because many people tell you that you have to wait a full year before you can start applying because they think it just looks better on your resume if you have a year experience. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to wait a year to switch into a new nursing position. In fact, I highly encourage that you start looking now and that you get out of that current position, especially if it's not a safe working environment or you're feeling really overwhelmed, anxious. You need to protect your mental health, you need to protect your peace, and you can literally get exactly what you want, right? So, this is what I want for you. I want you to be fulfilled in your new role. I want you to feel like you have purpose and impact. And I want you to feel excited when you're going to your nursing position. All right. So, let me know in the chat if this is you, if you're ready for a new role. Put new role in the chat. And I want to invite you to my next free webinar. It's actually happening tomorrow. In this free webinar, we will go through all the strategies, all the tips, frameworks that I actually use in my paid coaching program. I'm giving it away for free in this free webinar. Please join me tomorrow. It's free at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. PST. All you got to do is go to the link in the bio and sign up. It takes 1 minute. Once the Zoom is full, you got to wait until the next one. So go ahead and sign up now. You can also go to newnursejob.com. For everybody that's watching on LinkedIn, I'm going to share it now and you'll see it pop up in the comment section. It's newnursejob.com. But everybody on TikTok, if you are interested in joining, the link is in the bio for the webinar. So go ahead and sign up now for this free webinar. That's tomorrow. For those that are watching and you're like, who is this lady? I never seen her. My name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I am a nurse career coach. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, started out in emergency medicine, then education and leadership. I've been featured in multiple media, such as the Jennifer Hudson Show, for the work that I do with new graduate nurses. And of course, I have this podcast. I'm a content creator and also an author of Nurses Making Money Moves and the conference host of Nurses Making Business Moves. The next conference is actually going to happen in New York City, March 2027. So if you're a nurse watching this and you're interested in starting your own business or potentially growing your current business, you might want to look into this conference and literally just drop business moves if you're interested and DM me business moves if you want the link to the actual conference next year. But back to what we're talking about is you don't have to wait a full year to switch your nursing job, okay? So shout out to everybody that's currently on TikTok watching. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, okay? So for those, like I said, who are new to this channel, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit subscribe. And for those that want more content, I do have a YouTube channel called The Nursing Dose with Farah, so go and check that out later and make sure you subscribe. And that channel is specifically for new nurses that are interested in learning how to get hired faster. Okay, so let's get into why you should not wait a full year, right, before you switch positions. So if you are not currently happy, then it's time to start looking for a new role now, because on average, it can take anywhere from 3 months to actually 9 months to get into a new role, from application to actually your actual offer. Okay. So this is why you don't want to wait a year, because if you wait a year because you think it's going to look good on your resume to wait a year, what's actually going to happen, you might actually stay stuck in that job for up to 18 months or potentially 2 years. And I don't think that's good for your mental health. I have been in positions before where I'm like, I got to get out of here. I can't wait. So I actually started proactively applying. Okay. So a couple tips that you can actually do, like if you are not sure if you're one of those people that should potentially leave your current role, here are a few signs that maybe this role is too toxic or is not the right role for you. So literally, if you're going to work every single day and you are dreading waking up, dreading going to work, that is a sign that you need to get out and get a new nursing role. Okay. Number 2, if you are just anxious, right? If you're at work and you're super anxious, you can't wait till the day is over, and you're literally having physical symptoms, like physical ailments, like chest pain, shortness of breath, or abdominal pain, those can be signs of anxiety and that you just, need to switch positions. Okay. A lot of new nurses do feel overwhelmed sometimes in their new role. And that's not what I'm talking about, because as a new nurse, yes, you can feel a little bit overwhelmed. As a former ER nurse that started right in the ER, yeah, of course, you're going to feel a little bit anxious. That's all part of the role. But I'm talking about something different. Like I'm talking about like you're dreading going to work. Okay. That you should not be in that role. Okay. Or like at night, if you keep thinking about it over and over, that is basically you, I guess, not wasting, but it's like taking up so much mental energy that's all you can think about. Like, oh my goodness, like I don't want to go to work. I feel stuck. I feel miserable. It's like overdue. You need to get out. Okay. Okay, Haley's saying it's easier to get into the ICU as a new grad rather than starting a med surg first and then transferring. ICU job posting says 1 year critical care experience required. I don't want to stay stuck in med surg when the time comes to apply. Okay, so yeah, I'm just taking a question here from TikTok. So yeah, if you wanted to, everybody knows, the people that have been following my content, I'm a big advocate for nurses starting where they want to start. So to answer your question, definitely you can start in critical care. And I actually recommend that you do start in critical care and you don't start in med surg. To me, I would rather train a new nurse in a critical care area like ICU or ER rather than somebody coming from med surg and then having to train them in critical care. That is my preference. That's my opinion, because I think some nurses have a hard time transitioning from med surg to ICU or med surg to ER because the way of thinking is very different. On critical care units like the ER and ICU, it's very high acuity and we have a lot more autonomy than like nurses on the floor. Shout out, full respect to floor nurses. I'm not downgrading anything. I'm just saying, if you want to get into the ICU or ER, it's better that you start there. Don't be afraid of it. Some people think, well, maybe I should go somewhere else first and then transfer. No, that's just nerves. That's just natural nervousness. If you find the right facility, they will train you. You get into the right residency program, they will support you, and you will have a good experience. Okay. So basically, I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have any other questions, Haley. And again, if you happen to be watching the replay and you have any questions about job search strategy or interviews, drop them in the chat. I'll be happy to create content around it or answer your question specifically. Okay. I've been doing this for the last 5 years as a nurse career coach, and I've actually guided over 200 new nurses to get their dream role. That's right out of nursing school. And often, many of my clients who join my coaching program, the New Nurse to Dream Role program, get hired while they're still a nursing student and actually get an offer while still in school. So it is possible. All right. So for those that are just joining, I invite you to join my free webinar. It's happening tomorrow. This free webinar will discuss job search tips, strategies on how to get hired faster, or if you're in a current role and you want to transfer out of it and get into something that you really want, whether it's ambulatory care, outpatient settings, or you want to get into acute care or critical care settings, whatever your heart desires. I just talked to a nurse today who really wants to get into oncology. And I think she took a med surg position, but it wasn't quite what she was expecting. She thought there would be more oncology patients, but it wasn't like that. So she now is wanting to go straight into oncology. So it is possible. Okay. So I invite you to join my webinar tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. PST. For all my people out in Cali, how do you sign up? Go to the link in the bio on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also if you're watching from YouTube, you can simply just hit the link in the description. It'll take you to the free webinar so you can actually sign up for it. Once you sign up, you'll get a Zoom link and you'll be able to attend tomorrow. Okay. And at the end of this webinar, you'll also have a chance to learn a little bit about my coaching program. And if you do meet eligibility, you will get the opportunity to book a one-on-one consultation call with me so you can learn more about the coaching program and see if it's a good fit for you to apply to get in. Okay. So let's see. Any other questions? I'm going to stay on for another few minutes. But if there's no questions, I'm going to close it out. But really what I wanted to cover here is signs and symptoms of like when you need to know that like this is it. It's time for me to switch jobs. I already talked about it. You just feel it that it's right. It's time. It's ready for you. You have to move on to something else. So if you're getting physical symptoms, you just dread going to work. You just absolutely feel like you don't want to go, then it's a sign that you shouldn't be there. When I used to go into the ER, I loved it. I couldn't wait to get there. I had fun. It was exciting and I loved it. And that's when you know it's a right fit and the right role for you. Was I busy? Absolutely. Did I have hard days? Absolutely. But did I love it? Yes. I loved being in the emergency department. It was my jam. I loved talking to all my patients. I loved the team that I worked with, the challenges, and being able to provide that service and care to the community, taking care of high acuity patients. I worked everywhere. I worked in Canada. I worked in Detroit and New York. I worked in level 1 trauma centers. I did travel nursing as an ER. I absolutely loved it. And that's when you know that you're in the right place. Okay. And that's what I want for you. Okay. Even if you don't come to my webinar, but you should sign up right now. I still want you to be happy and pursue the specialty area that you really want. And if you're a nursing student watching this, same goes for you. Don't listen to the negativity. Don't listen to people telling you can't do this, you can't do that, or you should start in med surg, the same old narrative. No, you can start wherever you want. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty or persuade you to do something that you don't want to do. Go where you are happy. And I'm happy to support you in that journey. Come to my free webinar. We'll chat it up. We'll have fun. We'll talk about strategies and frameworks to get you hired faster. Okay. So if you are interested in joining my webinar, who wouldn't be? Like, you get to hang out for an hour. You get all these strategies and gems. Sign up now, newnursejob.com. Link is in the bio. And if you are interested in joining my conference next year, March 2027, if you're a nurse watching this, and you're like, you know what, I might want to start my own business, or I have a current business and I want to learn how to grow my business, whether you're a coach, a consultant, you want to be a keynote speaker, whatever it is, you want to start building that personal brand, be more visible, definitely reach out to me. DM me on LinkedIn. DM me business moves if you're interested to get the link to the conference. It's happening in New York next year, March 2027. If you are interested in my coaching program, put dream role. Just DM me dream role. And then, of course, I'll see you at the webinar tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST or 10 a.m. PST. Okay. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? Go now, subscribe. The Nursing Dose with Farah. I share a video every single week. I'm actually dropping one tomorrow. And I share a ton of content for nursing students and new grads. But of course, if you come tomorrow, we get to hang out live. You'll have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. And then we'll talk about a little bit about my coaching program. And if you're watching this and you're a nurse practitioner, an educator, a nurse leader, and you're interested in making a pivot, also reach out to me as well. I've helped many nurse practitioners, people get into education and leadership as well. I have a master's in education, held multiple education roles, director of education up to associate dean, and also director of nursing at various facilities. So I will see you on the webinar tomorrow, and I will see you live again, probably sometime tomorrow. All right. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Sign up for the webinar. My name is Dr.